Hello there everybody and warm welcome to my channel, Tarot by Izabela. I hope you're all doing great and I'm very happy to see you here. Today's video will be a viewers questions video on questions that the viewers have sent me, and I will try to answer them in this video. But before we begin, I want to thank you all for all of your support, for your nice comments, for your sharing and caring, and especially for all of your questions that you have mailed in. And I'm very grateful for all of the mails I have received, and also the questions you have put in the comment sector. And I have looked at them all, and I'm sorry if maybe specifically your question maybe didn't come up in this video. But if you're lucky, there's a big possibility that maybe the next one, since I'm planning to doing more of these viewers questions videos. And to answer your questions, I'm going to use my tarot cards, my oracle cards, gypsy cards, and some dice. And today's questions are, let's see here, I have a little note here. And the first question I'm going to look into is, are the good military taking the bad guys into Gitmo? And the second question I will look into is there a threat of food shortage? Will the West have a mass famine soon? And the next question is number 3. And that is, will there be a death forgiveness? And number 4 is New Zealand, new PM, and is there maybe a threat of another big earthquake in New Zealand? And the last question is future cars. Will there be future cars without known fuels or electricity? Yeah. But let's begin with the first one. Are the good military taking the bad guys into Gitmo? So let's shuffle the cards first. Are the good military taking the bad guys into Gitmo? This is for the situation at the moment. What is good or bad? The past, the future, and the final result. Some gypsy cards. And some dice. One, two, and 3. And it looks like this. In the center, we have journey. So yes, the situation right now, the bad guys are making a journey. So there are journeys, there are travels to Gitmo. And the cards above is what is pro or contra. We have the tower, we have falseness. So it's like the falseness, the bad guys, the false people, the snakes, they are facing the tower. So their world are falling down, or the rain of the falseness is coming down due to the good military taking the bad guys to Gitmo. What is in the past? We have the judge, and how you say, the good guys, the military, they have looked into this through some kind of legal system, and I've been working very hard to find the snakes, the bad guys, to put into the planes to make that travel to Gitmo. And the future, we have the Ace of Coins and jealousy. And there's still some of those guys left, and those who are left will try to buy their way out. And because they have managed that before, they will try it, but it will not succeed. Since the card, the oracle card, will have a whip and fire. That means if you have done bad stuff, you will not be able to buy your way out. You will be whipped, meaning punished for what you have done. The final result of this question, there is a loss, and four of swords. That means the bad guys are losing. They are being put down to sleep, so they will not be able to wake up. So they are taken away. And for the dice, they say we have money sign, queen, and flying. The final resort will be more abundance, and it's flying, it's coming to us. And yeah, the bad guys are going away. I'm gonna just take a last card on that question. Are the good military taking bad guys to Gitmo? They are. And the last card I got here are the card of Page of Cups. Many times it symbolizes the little ones, pets, the innocence. And it's for the sake of the little ones, saving the little ones, saving the innocence. And the good military are doing a good job to save those little ones from the bad guys. And that's why many are going away to Gitmo and to get the punishment, get whipped. And whatever punishment they will get is already decided by the judge. Yeah. So the answer for that question is yes. They are taking the bad guys to Gitmo. Well, let's continue to the next question. The next question was, is there a threat of food shortage? Will the West have a mass famine soon? Is there a threat to food shortage? Let's look into that. Food shortage. The card in the center represents the situation right now. Above, what is pro and what is contra. The past, the future, the final result. and some dice. Mhm. Let's see what they have. We have in the center Queen of Coins and stability. And a real food shortage I don't see here. And it will be kept on a stable level. And of course, the will try to save things. Could be many shelves that will be empty, but a real food shortage I don't really see. Like people going hungry and there is nothing to buy. And there is like big famine. No, I don't see that. Not at the present situation. The past, well, the West have not really experienced food shortage, and the shelves have always been filled with many different kind of products. In the present times, there is yet not really a food shortage. Some places, yes, there could be missing food, but people have, if they have money, they can also buy. Pro and contra. We have a thief. That means a lot of things that are missing in the shops at the moment are missing because of criminal activity, you can call it. Not honest, no. The food shortage that you may see is because of dishonest activity. It's by design, it's by theft. There is really a lot of food. The food is there, but it's put away. And I don't see a big famine because we have the mountain here. It will be a stable supply of food. In the future, forces that are not clean, we have the snake and the black cat, will be revealed. They will try to start some kind of big famine, but there are a lot of food put away in different places, and there will not be a famine in that sense. Even if prices rise, there are still supply of food. And the final result of this question, we have the judge and we have the king of coins, and that is also some kind of stability. And there will be new rules regarding food, and those who have tried to steal the food or provoke a shortage, they will be judged. And the dice say, we have a bird empty my future. They're trying to make empty shelves in the future, but they will not succeed because there is stability. And the emptiness, if there will be some shelves empty, will only be during a short period, and food will return. So no big famine I don't see. Temporary shortage, yes, of certain products, but a famine no, because there is a lot of food saved, put away, and that stock of food will be taken out when a shortage could be expected. Well, that was my answer for the question. about food shortage. So let's continue to the next question. And the next question will be, there is a new PM coming up in New Zealand. Will this new PM be better than the last one? And if there's gonna be a big earthquake in New Zealand around the 15th of March. Some people have predicted a big earthquake in New Zealand around the 15th of March, and I'm gonna see if the cards gonna confirm that. But let's first start with the question about the new PM in New Zealand. For this, I'm gonna just use my tarot cards, oracle cards, and gypsy cards. It's a single question. So, the new PM of New Zealand, will he be good for New Zealand, or will he be like from the fire into the frying pan? Let's see here. New PM for New Zealand. Okay. Well, the change of leadership in New Zealand will not last for long. And this new person that they're going to put in as a PM and will have to end that leadership quite quickly. I don't see this new PM being especially, let's say, clean, you can call it, since we have the devil here and we have 3 of swords. So something fishy is going on in the leadership of New Zealand. According to the cards, the new PM will not last for long, and it looks like some dirt will be dig up around this new PM, will come to the open, and this person will have to resign. Yeah. And I think it could last maximum couple of months, 6 months, 6 weeks, before dirty secrets will come up and the person that comes after the last PM will not be able to be in that position. We have the little ones in the center, so some nasty stuff concerning the little ones will come up. I'm not saying that the new PM is involved in this, but due to nasty stuff that comes up, could be that this PM will not be able to be there. We have a key and a cage that is open. A key is opening a cage. Meaning, could be that this person promises a lot, but will not be able to keep those promises, because the person will be removed. I'm gonna take one more card on this and see what comes after. After this new person will be removed, will come something else, a different kind of rulership. And we have the 10 of Cups, meaning some kind of family. Could be that many people will rule together. That will not be like one leader, but it will be many collaborating, working together to make New Zealand a better place to live in. So yeah, my answer for the new PM. There is some hidden secrets around this PM, some nasty stuff that will come out. Will be some kind of revelation regarding the little ones that have been suffered. As I said, it doesn't mean this PM is involved in this, but could be others. And this will also come up, and that will also be some kind of catalyst or some trigger, something that trigger the removal of this PM. Well, let's see if there will be an earthquake in New Zealand around the 15th of March. Will there be an earthquake in New Zealand? Just a moment. Will there be one big earthquake in New Zealand? I don't get any disaster cards here. And we have Ace of Cups, Eight of Swords, the Moon, the World, the Love, and a beautiful woman. They could be a little bit shaky. There is something coming up, but I don't see a big devastation, super earthquake. And it will be, let's see, some place on the northern shores. Yeah, but I don't see any big devastation, big tsunami that will drown half of New Zealand. Yeah, could be something around 6 point something on the Richter scale, but I don't see this big one that is predicted on. Just take one more to make sure. No. And those 3 cards are also no devastation cards. So no big horrific Armageddon like earthquake. I don't get it here. I see one, but it's not that big. Well, that was my answer about New Zealand. Let's continue to the next question. And the next question is, will there be a debt forgiveness? Yes, there's a lot of talk around many different social media platforms that a debt forgiveness is coming, that all debts all around the world will be forgiven, and that we will start on zero. And I'm going to look into that question if it is so. Just a moment, I'm going to shuffle the cards a little. And the situation right now for the debt forgiveness, what is pro and contra, the past, the future, the final result. and some dice. So let's see what we got here. In the center situation right now, there is a lot of money in circulation, and there is a lot of money in the world. So the world really don't need to have a death nowhere. And it looks like the accumulated money is about to be handed out to make life better for the people. The past is a guy trying to balance on a bike, and it's mortgages in letters and try to make ends meet, and death and loans and so on. So people have tried for a long time with the debt, with the mortgages, with not only people but also countries. In the future, from nowhere, when you least expected, uh, it's like there is no money to be paid, or no money has to be paid. And we have the also again cage with the golden key. So people, countries have been locked in a cage, and they will be given the key to open the cage for freedom, and that signifies no death. Pro and contra, two very positive cards, the Emperor and the Unexpected Joy, so that those cards indicates that there will be a debt forgiveness. And on the dice it says window, a scarabee and an axe. So there will be a window that opens, and the scarabee is also a sign of rebirth, the sun, something positive, and that means that forgiveness, and it will be positive. And we have the axe, so it will hack away all the debts. And the final result, even if people and countries will be debt free, there will still be someone that doesn't think that is good, since, oh my god, why didn't I take a big mortgage so I will be debt free? No. But we also have the cards of thinking, and those who are planning, the good guys who are planning to make a total debt forgiveness for all countries, all people, they are planning it into the smallest detail to avoid conflicts between people or between countries. So it looks like this debt forgiveness is planned very, very fairly, so it can be given. So it can give a lot of abundance, a lot of happiness all around the world. It looks like we are going that way. I'm gonna take one last card just to see if we can get some time frame on that question. When can we expect a death forgiveness? And it's number 7. Journey. It's like it's on its way. Could be 7 weeks, 7 days, 7 months, the 7th month, something with number 7. Let's hope 7 days or 7 weeks. Sooner, the sooner the better. But it looks like it will come, and it will bring unexpected joy to many, many. Well, that was my answer for debt forgiveness. Let's continue to the last question for today's video. And that is about future cars. Will they be without known fuels or electricity? So, future cars, how will they be able to move, to drive? Will there be some new kind of fuel for those cars in the future that we don't know about today? So we're gonna take some cards on that. Future cars. Oops, that fall out. That wants to come. And we're gonna take one die. And that one. Let's see what it says. Bust. Okay. Well, what do we have here? It looks very interesting. We have a baby, the world, the magician, faith, two of cups, justice, and a birdhouse with a lot of birds. I would definitely say that something will come up that will be felt almost like magic. We have the magician and we have the faith. It will be something that we have not seen yet. It will be felt a little bit like magic. Especially on this picture, we have like a ray of electricity coming out from the hand of the magician from nowhere. So it will be some kind of fuel that comes out from the air from nowhere. And it will be like a baby. But the baby signifies also new birth, new life. It could be that this kind of fuel or this kind of way to use as a fuel has been used before, but it will have like a rebirth again. And that before could be many, many thousand years ago, but that civilization disappeared, but it will be renewed like a newborn baby. So there will be some kind of new fuel. And this card also confirms that the world, end of something old, beginning of something new, something clean, freedom, happiness, joy. And this will be used by many. Since we have the birdhouse with many birds, and this is everybody can use it. And we have the card of justice, meaning it will be some fair kind of fuel. Equilibrium. It will not damage the earth, pollute, or damage countries and people, because today we have a lot of wars, a lot of problems because of the few. And when this new few will come back, I will call it come back, it will bring justice, it will bring happiness and joy to the people. Yeah. And it will be felt like, yeah, we have the faith. It's like it's already there, but it has been hidden from the people. Yeah. But it will have a rebirth, renewal. I'm gonna take one last card on this, and it's about the time frame. When can we expect this new kind of fuel to be used by everyone? And we have the star. And it's number 17. Yes, number 17. And the star often comes up when this kind of technology that's going to be used have some kind of extraterrestrial connection, or could be some alien technology in one way. And number 18 could be anything. 18 months. I don't think it's 18 years, but I would probably say within 18 months. But it's always an approximate. Could be 18 weeks also. Yeah, some kind of world, this world technology that will have a rebirth. So yes, we have some very interesting times ahead with new technology and our extraterrestrial friends showing up again. Well, that was my video for viewers' question. And if you have liked what you have seen and heard, please don't forget to press like button, share button, and subscription button. And to all of you wonderful people out there, if you have any question you maybe would like me to take up in a video like this, you can always mail me. You will find my email address below in the description, or maybe put a question in the comment field. And to all of you wonderful viewers, be strong, take care of each other, don't lose hope. It looks like we are heading for some very wonderful times ahead. And thank you all for watching, and hopefully we're gonna see each other soon again. Bye.